In this lesson, we are going to go over the area and circumference of a circle. And so the area is defined as the number of square units that is enclosed inside of a circle. And the equation that we use is area is equal to pi r squared. And the circumference, on the other hand, is the distance around the circle. And the equation that we use for this is the circumference is equal to pi times the diameter. And of course we know pi is our constant, meaning it's always the same, and generally we'll use 3.14. You can use more decimal places, but this is kind of the normal value that you would use. And so if we look at our diagram, we know that when we start at the center of the circle and go to any point on the outside of the circle, that distance is the radius. And if we start on a point on the circle and go a straight line through the center of the circle and continue to the other side of the circle, this is the diameter. So we know that the diameter is equal to 2 times the radius. And then the circumference, like we said, is the distance around the circle. So it's going to be all the way around the outside. And so if we look at an example using these equations, we have a circle that has a circumference of 15.7 centimeters, and we want to find what the area is. So we start off with our circumference equation, which is pi times diameter, and we're given circumference. We know what pi is because it's a constant, so we're going to rearrange this equation to solve for the diameter. So we're going to divide both sides by pi to solve for the diameter, which will be equal to the circumference divided by pi. And then if we just plug in our values, so we have our 15.7 centimeters divided by 3.14, we find that our diameter is equal to 5 centimeters. And so we want to find the area, and our equation is area is equal to pi r squared. And so now we need to convert our diameter into a radius. And so we know the diameter is 2 times the radius. So this means that our radius will be equal to the diameter divided by 2. So our radius is equal to 5 centimeters divided by 2. So our radius is equal to 2.5 centimeters. So now we can go ahead and find our area. So plug this into our equation. We have 3.14 times 2.5 centimeters, and that value will be squared. So this gives us an area of 19.625 centimeters squared, because when we're doing area, it's the number of square units, so we have to make sure we label it correctly. So that is how we do problems with area and circumference of a circle.